Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Tuesday. We're all still alive, even though we're being robbed. I could say robbed blind, but we're being robbed right in front of our faces. I just wanted to talk about something kind of interesting. If you notice, the only socialist who did not vote for that bill yesterday was Rashida Tlaib. Every other self-proclaimed democratic socialist or progressive member of Congress, I don't lump Tulsi in there. She doesn't call herself a progressive, and I don't really consider her a progressive. But, you know, the Squad, Bernie Sanders, Ro Khanna, all those people, they voted for that bill yesterday. And their excuse was basically, it's not what we wanted, but it's what we had to deal with. So this is why those of us who think critically are against government socialism. And I'm saying government socialism because there is something called Libertarian socialism, which is voluntary sharing amongst ourselves. I'm all for that, but that's not what people mean 98% of the time when they're talking about socialism. This is why it's terrible, because you're just giving more power to the people who sold us out yesterday. And this is what I don't understand, how people can't wrap their heads around this. You know, if there was a Medicare for all bill and it had pork in it that benefited insurance companies, you're really going to tell me that they would not pass that bill after what you saw happen yesterday? Or college, you know, instead of taking the middleman out of it, it would just be subsidized taxpayer money going to pay for college, no matter how expensive it was, making people rich. You know that's exactly what would happen. I got a comment, Libertarian socialism is never really talked about. Yeah, no, it isn't. It's they always mean AOC style socialism. That's another thing, is a lot of people who call themselves left libertarians, they're not libertarians. Like AOC, Bernie, they're not libertarians. They can say whatever they want, but they're authoritarians. But if you really think more government control is the best solution after what you all saw happen yesterday, you're just so beyond help. I don't even know what to tell you. And if you think that the government is going to make things cheaper if it subsidizes them, that's a big argument, you know, with college and healthcare and all this. That was a $2.5 trillion bill with the eventual goal of cash payments, and the cash payments are going to be like 1.2 billion. So 1.2 billion out of 2.5 trillion. That's government efficiency for you. I posted on Twitter today kind of a comparison. I said, you know, I don't support Medicare for all anyways, but even if I did, I would not want it under this government, because there's no way it would be clean. It would be packed full of shit. So I said, in comparison, like right now, I don't even want them to pass concealed carry reciprocity in all 50 states, because even something like that would have zero relation to any economic programs or stimulus or whatever. They would jam subsidies for windmill farms into it and missiles for Saudi Arabia. I mean, I want the government to just shut down. Like, we would literally be better off without them doing anything right now. I mean, think about what they've done this year. What have they done that we needed? They've done nothing but fuck everything up. So I just, you know, I want you guys to challenge the train of thought that's been drilled into your heads, that the problem is because of greed or because of the market or because of capitalism. I did a video yesterday explaining how greed does not enable profiteering. You know, these businesses that are going to get all this money, and these countries that are going to get all this money, why are they able to get it? It's because the government is giving it to them. So that's legal. The government is allowed to take our tax money and give it to Israel. Israel could be as greedy as they want without the government involved, and they would not get any money. Same with all these companies that have been bailed out through the CARES Act, and that will be bailed out through this too, because there's a giant PPP loan section in this bill. In a free market, they can be as greedy as they want, and it doesn't get them anywhere. Greed does not enable you to fuck people over, because when you're restricted by the market, you have to keep your prices at a level that people will be able to buy your product. You've got to have high enough quality products that people will buy. It's when you get the government involved, playing favorites, protecting certain entities and fucking other entities over, that's when things are unfair, and that's what's been happening this year. So I gotta wrap it up, but if this year hasn't turned you into a libertarian, I don't know what will. I'll probably be on the road tonight, so I'll try to check in, talk a little bit more about this type of stuff. But in the meantime, Merry Christmas, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Check you on the next live stream.